support on A is down 2. That's Exile. Every T round in the pocket for Cloud9 is going to mean the world to them, because it's no secret that they've been struggling here. And we'll talk about why in a second, but okay.
Rain brings it back. Ooh, Rain brings it back. That's 2 nasty little taps, and he's got Cloud9 kind of scrambling. Oh, they thought they were going to get this A site for free, but Kerrigan still holding. Rain comes through with another, and what do you know? It's just Inters left up. He's going to look for that headshot back towards short side, and he disengages for the moment. Now he doesn't have the bomb. Poor him.
Yeah, I think he's running the flank because there's so much noise here. He's like, okay, I can get out of the situation. He's coming back the long way. This was interesting here. Rain is looking to track down the teams they were playing against, less experienced, and they were like hitting them with things they weren't used to. That makes sense. But maybe in this one, they're like, all right, let's go back to our old trick, see if that works. If not, maybe we'll bring in this new style we've been pulling out. But that's a very good default win there.
Ooh, easy first pickup for Brokey. First op kill of the map. Finds itself down through Monster. Kerrigan the only limitation on the FAMAS. It's very little utility here for FaZe in the face of the full exec. C9 gonna replace that corpse with Exile. Everybody remembers a Brokey pillar clip. He's got 2 more players coming out from Monster. Kerrigan holds the line. Double FAMAS kill. Goes back towards short, and it's even Kerrigan in with a 3rd one. Twists is going to put an end to
I would assume that's a given. A lot of teams that we see come up, like for example when Cloud9 were Gambit youngsters and they were playing against some of the top teams, they already had a lot of experience in scrims versus them because they were good enough to give them good practice and still not play them in tournament. And that's part of the reason that teams get better in the first place. They get to play tier 1 teams in scrims because they don't want to show the top teams what they're working with, right? Not allowed to record demos in scrims and stuff like that, and share that information with other teams. So I thought that would have been a given. I was actually surprised to hear there was a chance they might have practiced against Cloud9 on other times. But yeah, I mean, him making it a point just to say we respect them and we're taking them very seriously makes a lot of sense. Now, so it wasn't a bad map for him there. Whereas we've seen him look incredibly human. Not bad, but human across the challenger stage. Outside of Overpass, he was actually pretty exceptional on this map.
Right back into the action, though, off the tack pause. Rops, he slid into the playground. This has gone unchecked. He's going to have that gap beneath the wood wall, so easy to keep an eye on the panel. We will judge him closely as he decides to activate. He's going to hear this movement. Down goes Nafany and Inters. One of the 2 rifles that Cloud9 limp into round 6 with gets dropped in a place where it will not be retrieved. So it seems Shiro could take that risk and run back, but then, you know, there's a chance he loses bomb. It could get way worse. And all while Rops is gone. Back into the bathrooms, instantly just disappears in the mist, and could come at this from a different angle. It can be so tricky to play against Rops. He's always up to his own thing, playing on his own page.
We didn't see that.
Oh, now he does, but a little too late. Hobbit's going to easily push him over. There wasn't much health left for Robs, but at least Robs can get back some more info. That's going to pull Rain up towards that A site and leave FaZe split 2-2. They're going to keep pressing closer. This is a Cloud9 working with a singular smoke and Molotov. A second Tech9 kill from Hobbit would have done wonders, but it's also ahead of the pack. Shiro's still waiting outside Monster. Exile nowhere to be found, needs to join him through connector. And at the 15-second mark, we're going to get one last attempt from C9 to puncture into the B site, but twists. The cold-blooded Canadian locks it in with another couple headshots, as per usual, very on brand. That's 3 kills for Twist in the B site, up to 5, just like FaZe, a 4-round lead.
And I think FaZe kind of hit the speed limit right now. They're in cruise control. I think they're in a pretty good spot.
In one that they thought was already deflated, but...
Well, this is the most obvious move for the T side, you know, loosening the pressure on the mid push. Rain not going to be able to flank him in this spot, so surely they're afraid of a late A play, and they're totally in tune with the timings. Look at the rotations coming in on the CT side, yeah.
The fact Robs goes on that flank through Monster, kind of, again, just goes for the all-in. And not enough bodies from Cloud9 to really try and plug the holes. This boat's sinking in round 8. 12 seconds left over. Yeah, it's that tough decision. Do we round this corner? Are we being read like a book? And that intuition is absolutely on point. Cloud9, if you had gone forward, it was a meat grinder in the bomb site, and so they'll hang on to Shiro's op. Inters with the AK. Any fight? No, sir. Twist's going to let him have it. FaZe Clan 7-1.
Yeah. And I think the thing is right now that even if Cloud9 did do some of those full execs, FaZe are playing aggressively every round. So I think an early part of your game plan versus any team on any, there's almost just this space vacuum right now where Cloud9, no matter how fast they go, how together they are, FaZe are taking everything else at the exact right moments. And Axel watching that flank is one thing, but that's Kerrigan at the top of con with 27 seconds, knowing it's going to be an 8-play, and who's on the site? 3 players. At Brokey, Twist, everybody was already there. It was a party. Yeah, and they didn't even do anything that aggressively last round, and they were right that Cloud9 were going to try to group up and explode on the A site, and now they go back to it.
It was actually one of the most passive rounds we got out of them, right? Connector completely forfeited at the start. Their only move was a quick peek down long and then just posturing Rain into the side of bathrooms.
Yeah, the way that Rain peeked made it look like he was kind of playing sloppy, but what he was doing was just making sure all their flashes were useless. Like every single time they threw something and tried to swing, he was there peeking when they thought he'd be falling back, and here he is just farming a little bit more.
Oh, it's 4.
15 and 3 already.
It's a one-man army.
Yeah.
Oh, Rain had those stats. Previous major MVP, not just the champion in Antwerp, but it's an ace in the first map for Rain. And what a sign of things to come, perhaps. When it comes to the big events, when it comes to specifically majors, this guy just finds a whole other level. It'll put Cloud9 back in with a bye.
Shiro top fragging with 5 kills right now. You can't get
spray. Just
it's got him dancing.
An absolute hailstorm of gunfire. And then the contrast closes it with 4 bullets, 2 kills, little bursts. We know what Robs can do from start to finish. And right now, this one, as quickly as it started, nearly finished. Cloud9, 4 rounds left. We always knew that it was going to be strugglesome on this T side, but 1 round. And the nature of some of these, how they've been shut out. They haven't even gotten themselves into that A site for a bomb plant mode. They've won the 3rd round and have not planted a bomb yet.
And we look back on that pistol again, see how valuable that was. They came close, but just got outgunned.
FaZe said, you think you have a good CT side, but watch this. But Hobbit, who absolutely...
Save together or frag together. See if Cloud9 can get ahead of it. Heaven Smoke coming in first.
It's Twist's turn.
Oh yeah, they're both here.
Oh, the Twists and Brokey show. Op catches the first one, Twists.
They might forget about him.
Gonna keep this one sunk in the swamp. Nafany hands busy. Looking for the support player instead. Shiro, though, not gonna present himself over the edge. Twist waits a second longer. Shiro making some sound. Twist is definitely piecing this together. But he eats the flash, so has to wait as Brokey gets ever closer.
Oh wow, they're figuring this out actually.
3rd player's Hobbit over on short. Brokey needs to do it all. Over he goes and down he goes. Shiro, sure enough, given a chance to shine with the M. Cloud9 have now survived what was those aggressive starts. 2 more rounds added since that very measly 1 in round 3. A couple more to go. Past the fire, Nafany back into the playgrounds, and once more,
tempo.
Early B.
Yeah, they're actually trying to punish and see if FaZe aren't going to play aggressively again. They kind of win a lot of free space here. Minute 30, halfway up long. Brokey adjusts. Maybe he's got a semblance, an idea of what's going on. Part of the reason you're mollying mid here is to listen for that smoke and see if you need to rotate early. We'll call for some assistance, put Rain up front. But you don't really retake the whole bathrooms and go around most normally. You sit here and give your teammate who's coming in as a 3rd a place on the site to rotate into. That's Twist.
Molly meets them. Ominous.
Yeah.
No free follow through yet for Cloud9.
If this is online, they may have heard that damage from the Molotov.
You'd think with every piece of FaZe ready and expecting that this should go swimmingly for the CTs, and of course, Cloud9 sink. I mean, just built to fail at that moment. Time was of the issue, and unfortunately for Cloud9, those little winning rounds will come to an end. 2 in a row. met by FaZe's 11th.
It just became diminishing returns as an opening tactic, try to find a tempo, get through the smoke in mid, take long control early. Minute 35, they're halfway up long. A minute later, they're still just past flower pots. So with that amount of time, that's when you start getting anxious. You haven't worked map control that entire time. You don't know what's been pushed. And while FaZe, they've been pretty frisky. If they feel like someone's not there, they're going to take the timing. And this time it was Rob's outside Monster.
Yeah. Contrast to what the first map of this day could have got you to expect. FaZe come in and just strike down Cloud9 so far. Rob's at it again, but Nafany, ooh, well played. It's going to execute Robs, who thought he had way more free real estate than he realized. Cloud9 have been successful in converting 5 versus 4s into round wins when FaZe get that rambunctious. But Rain fighting down long could have been the chance to grab it back. Nafany's going to go ahead and get himself a second. So it does feel like Cloud9 could squeeze this 4th onto the board. Even losing Axile in short, no big deal. Cloud9 deep on long already. But Brokey, ooh, curious situation here. He catches 2 aces in 1 half, perhaps. Twist trying to figure this one out. Cloud9 completely silent. And that time now becomes the bigger issue. Poor Twists was so far removed that he has no clue where they've gotten off to. Process of elimination. And he'll put down Nafany. No ace, grabs both kills. But unfortunately for Twists, time makes the difference. Will 4 rounds make the difference? We know what C9 do on the defense, but this FaZe is ferocious.
Behind him soon.
I'm still all the way back by the club. So for now, no follow through. Just gonna posture in. Look for that jump spot punish, Hobbit. He's gonna keep all 100 of his health. And more pieces of the puzzle for FaZe inch their way closer.
They're readying their exec into 3.
Shiro, dual Berettas in the pocket. It's just about, oh, okay. Looking the right way at the right time, but he stares Rain in the face as his brain gets blasted, and that B site cracked wide open. Hobbit falls back into the graffiti corner, a little sanctuary as his teammate rotates in. Another up above, Axile hoping from heaven.
Beater team, one of the favorites at this whole event. And even though we've played them countless times to the point that we're actually sick of it and have got some big wins, are we going to be able to do this again?
Defending me. Not that it'll help in the firepower department. Ooh. Good little lineup there. Good output from the Galil. Inters continues to try his damnedest. CT's lineup. Kerrigan's gonna find an easy couple of kills. Where is Shiro? FaZe wonder. Hiding in the smoke. Hoping that he could get a chance to survive, but Rain's gonna put an end to that. His 21st frag, 17 rounds deep.
One thing we noticed about the crowd is they have 2 favorites. Brazilians, maybe 3. Brazilians, South Americans overall, and legends. That's something that they absolutely get behind.
Slide through that bathroom smoke. He's very much on his own here. Axile holding the angle. So Kerrigan's little expedition comes to an abrupt end, dies of scurvy. It'll happen. And Shiro comes down from the bathrooms to help out. Axile's gonna keep it clean. The rifle work looking good. Shiro even on the A1S. It's 3 clean kills from the first gun round of Cloud.
With that, time is down. They'll save it, take it to the next. And we'll have to kind of...
Axile peeks off. Kerrigan this time gets sweet revenge. And now they're going to try to follow through, immediately sprinting up beyond the bathroom. Shiro, back of twist turn, easy. And then Hobbit and Nafany come in with instantaneous kills. It's a shutdown. Cloud9. Fast B-play, Rain at the helm. Hobbit looks towards Monster first. Wow. Man, on a swivel. And just like that one rifle round at A, it is Cloud9 dumpstering the offense on their hit.
If you try to respect every piece of utility and every push that could come out, you will lose to the clock before you lose to the other team.
Hobbit, before time expires, gets a couple others. So, Shiro. Oh, blindsided. Rain was tucked. Parked up in the perfect moment. Hobbit. Oh! You just said that talent goes deep.
Oh, that's the op.
And the one thing with Cloud9 CT side so far was they were getting through these rounds, the little pistol ones, with absolute conviction.
Man, this is so much power right now for FaZe Clan. The amount of time left on the clock, you know the CTs are going to look for something, and the Ts are still spread out entirely. So Axel walking this down off a shadow advantage. He goes a bit farther. Exactly that. He's going to try to get a little bit of info back, and that perfect amount of patience, and the spread on the map is beautiful for FaZe Clan. No way this is how they do it. I think we've seen 3 bullets this round.
They are just soaked in talent, drenched in swagger. 3 individual 1-digs.
And this is what I was talking about with their CT side. They're still going to have to put CTs in untradeable spots in very aggressive positions to win rounds. As advantageous as they are, it's still scary.
Gonna try to split that A site 2-2. Rob's going down early, could bring Inters up in time. Nafany's about to get tested. Down goes the front. There's Brokey. Picked up that op. The hardware given over, and Inters just sinks away. He gets underneath it. Yeah, fast move. Predicts the angle. Axile still playing in front.
Oh, what?
Brokey just bested him from the back line of this hit. Now Shiro, time to answer. And this op, this is hit so hard throughout the challenger stage. Now he's under pressure. Finished by Brokey. It's the counter op that connects, and Rops keeps his eyes on the flank to keep man advantage in the hands of FaZe. Such little health left on Brokey, but sometimes that doesn't matter for him. Nafany not going to see anybody leave, as Rain has already managed to get his way back along. And Inters with Nafany have to work their way forward. These are not the stars of Cloud9, and they're pretty ill-equipped. Inters has the kit. Nafany throws out the smoke. It could be a desperate attempt to just get those 5 seconds through. Nafany's gonna tap it, but it needs to be Inters who goes for the defuse, and he's gonna catch that long kill first. Now Nafany fights forward, gets the better of Robs. Brokey goes down, and they pull off that retake with just a second to spare. It's Cloud9 back in with
Rain pretty improvised, but they're running into the site.
Working with what he can. Nafany off of that flash, perfect time fight. He gets himself 2. Kerrigan could be the difference as Rob applies that pressure onto Shiro. He's got 34 health, but only 14 seconds left for the T's to work with. Next player up, it's Hobbit on Dumpster. And they need to cover. They do. Bombs down. Rob's back in with impact. Dropped out. Kerrigan needs the clutch, but Inters comes out with 2. And yet creep that way in from short. It's the emphasis short side. Robs will come through when he chooses. Nafany just catches Brokey jumping around like a madman and twists to AK, gets nothing. So Robs has already started to peel away with the bomb down. It's just complete collapse again from FaZe as they try to work their way to these sites. B has been closed. A has had cracks, and Robs goes back in for seconds. He's going to come down on Kerrigan, but actually stutters it and still just waits that extra second in case.
It's that walk back. It's the walk back that is spotted from Shiro that's really important here. And look, Inters again can't get volleyed in this spot.
We've seen him on the retake and in the clutch, but now it's from the barrels hold with Hobbit up in front. Shut down on Rain, and they're going to have to press in through Monster. All that's left of FaZe at the 10-second mark. Still nothing back the other way. Cloud9 simply do not fall, and Brokey has to save again.
Yeah. No way in. I think they tried their hardest with the little bit of utility that they had.
After time?
Oh, I think it was. Yeah, Brokey is.
They haven't even found the entry kills. They haven't even found the bomb plants. Kerrigan, this time, gets the better of Hobbit, but barely. Little health for these 2. Nafany, we just praised him, but how about now when the pressure's really on? Rain's gonna keep it tucked in. Nafany's delivering! 3 kills from inside the swamp. Rob's back at it. Another chance for Cloud9 to retake. And funnily enough, now it's the stars. It's not Inters and Nafany from B to A, but vice versa. Brokey and Robs, they know one's heaven, and Shiro has slid out in the meantime, all the way over. He's got the utility to burn a player out of the post plant. Robs is hunting, scouring for some sort of a headshot, doesn't want Brokey to be under pressure. Axile falls down from the skies, and Brokey is just locked into this position. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He fights, and he falls. Cloud9 tie at 14.
Oh, they use their utility in this situation. The 2v2, double flashing, knocking out both players' vision.
Poked the beast. Axile's in the corner of the bathroom. Hobbit's along the wall. Somebody's got to step up, and right now it's Hobbit. Shiro from behind boxes. They both go double kills, and 2 stand at the end.
Hand to work off this space. They're holding for this boost.
Hobbit's prepared.
Oh!
Rox puts his face right to the crosshair. Brokey trades out. Kerrigan's blind, but again, it's bodies in position. Cloud9 have been where they need to, when they need to. And again, they will run this back. A 30-round